All right, all right. Welcome back to More Filet Homes. If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate rock stars on the squad. Miss Crystal, how are you?
I am excellent. How are you, Christian?
I am excellent as well. Community breakdown, Auburndale, Florida, sneaky close to Disney. A lot of good things. We're going to tour this home right here that is available. Me and Crystal just put together a rocket ship of an offer, and I'm excited to talk a little bit about that. So we have an offer for this home canned and ready to go, and it is not what the builder is asking for, but take them home.
Yeah, Christian, this community is an awesome community for someone looking to move up in home. So this is definitely not really first time home buyer pricing here, but this is a neighborhood that is gated and it's full of custom and semi-custom homes. Two beautiful lakes with boat ramp access, community center that you're going to see here in a minute with pool, gym, basketball, tennis, beautiful lake view from the community center here. It's right down the road from the house that we're showing you. So if you want to have your little golf cart and just ride down there, that's something that can be done. So this is a builder that builds in first time homebuyer communities as well,
Mm-hmm.
but you're going to see some upgraded features here. We've shown them in Lakeland, we've shown them in Winter Haven, and it's a little bit different, but you can do a spec home with them and you can do a to be built.
Very nice. And so we're going to be showing a spec home today, as you mentioned. This is their upgraded package of what they typically build. In a
Mm-hmm.
community, like, let's be honest about this. We show a lot of these new construction communities that can feel a little cookie. Look at this. You got somebody skiing.
I know. I was so happy I got the water ski
Good
in.
shot. But the perfect example here. This is a slow growing, seasoned community, right? It's not a brand new, a bunch of people moving in. As a matter of fact, the lots that we're looking at across the street, they're already, these are lots for custom homes. This
Right.
builder is not building those lots there. So gorgeous community, been around for a while. Love the fact that it's gated. Let me show everybody how far we are from some things. Okay. So you have, here's, zoom out a little bit. Here's Orlando. Here is Tampa. You are somewhere in the middle. There's a lot of these pop ups here today. And we're right off of, not too far from Interstate I 4. I shouldn't say right off of, okay? You're 3 minutes away from the brand new Publix Plaza out there, which has really upgraded the area, because I would say a knock to the area was like, okay, where do you go to grocery shop, right? It was a little more difficult.
Right.
3 minutes away from that. Check this out: 30 minutes to Disney, 40 minutes to downtown Orlando, or actually the International Airport. 40 minutes to Orlando International Airport. Check out these layers to these downtowns. 12 minutes to downtown Auburndale. Cute.
Mm-hmm.
22 minutes to downtown Lakeland. Cuter. Zoom in. 45 minutes to downtown Tampa. And 40 minutes to downtown Orlando. So much that you could do. What a life. And it's gated, which
Yes.
is like, to me, like, okay, cool. I have my own little area, beautiful people skiing on the lakes. I could drive my golf cart, and then I have access to all of these different things.
Yeah. And so I went through that list of everything that's there, and people are probably wondering, what is the CDD? Well, with this community, there is no CDD. This
Ooh.
community was around with some custom homes being built before the CDD really became a thing in our area. So you have an HOA that's a little bit higher, but it covers everything in the area. And the taxes here in Auburndale are a little bit less than if you jump over to a similar community that we featured just around the corner in Lake Alfred. It's a dramatic difference in the taxes. I was shopping here with someone the other day between the two communities, and it was like you almost couldn't go to like Alfred
Yeah.
and shop there compared to what you could get here. So we've got just under $200 a month on the HOA
That is
and
not freaking bad. That is actually affordable. And we're a little spoiled in today's world where we see all of these new communities pop up and we're like, oh, $200 for the HOA, $100 for the CD. Under $200 for this community, gated, in the clubhouse that we're looking at right now, it's not bad.
yes, little playground there for the kids as well. So
Very, very
yeah,
nice. Feels 55 plus ish, not 55 plus ish. No age restriction in
no,
this community here. Okay, cool.
yes. Some of the things you'll see in this community that you don't see in others is everyone has a tile roof. It's just a matter of like, do you like that look? If you really want that cool Florida style home,
Mm-hmm.
you might really, really like that roof. So they do the tile roofs in this community and 3-car garages. So if that's something you're looking for, you can get that here. So
Very nice. Anything else about the community in itself before we hop? Look at this. This is somebody doing a listing video.
I
Somebody doing a
know, I
listing
know.
video down. That's pretty cool. Anything else about this community before we hop into the home tour and we show everybody what's available?
Well, this home in particular is on a 75-foot lot.
Very
So you
nice.
have that option between 60-foot and 75-foot lots.
Awesome. And if they were to build, because I know we're showing specs and there have a few of them in here, which we put together like these loaded offers. Did you know
Hmm.
what the build time could be out here?
We always say to give it about 6 months because you have a little bit of time for permitting where it seems like nothing's getting built. And then as soon as the permits are handled, they get moving
Okay.
pretty quickly on the home. So,
Very, very
yeah.
nice. All right, let's hop into this home tour. I have to say, good looking, right? 3-car garage. You could see the tile roof there, the front porch. It doesn't really scream national builder like we typically would see. Big paver
Mhm.
driveway, 75-foot lot. What are the dimensions and specs of this home here?
Okay, so this is a 2508. They name all their homes after their square footage. So it's 2,508 square feet. It is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and you're going to see when you come in, you have like a formal living area that could be a flex space if you wanted it to be. Could be because I think you have the formal dining room too on the right. So on the left, you have a flex space that could be an office or something like that if you wanted to.
Very nice. Look at the front porch. Oh,
Yeah.
gorgeous. So while we tour this home, I have to say the offer that Crystal and I put together and we put our strategy into place, right? And once again, the analogy I like to use is getting all of the toothpaste out of the tube, right? Not just squeezing where it comes out and leaving some behind there. We want to put this system into place to squeeze it all out. A little over $50,000 in savings, right? So we're taking some off
Mhm.
of the price. We're talking about $10,000 in upgrades inside of the home. 4.99 interest rate, so a lower, well below market interest rate. There's so much to go in there. Now, if you are interested in making an offer or understanding how that would operate, because we don't work for the builder, you just can text that number above or send an email. We'll get you right on a call with us. We'll talk straight with our preferred sales reps, so we'll skip the games. You don't have to go to anybody that you just are guessing about. And then as soon as that is done, as you'll know in our consultation, our next focus is all about locking in the quality of your home, making sure you can get the inspection done, standing up for you when things need to get fixed, so on and so forth. So text that number or email above.
All right. Yeah, like you said, this home has the feel of more of a custom home
Mm-hmm.
than just a track builder. This builder is in other states, but they're not, in every state right now. So a lot of homes in the South with them, and I don't know, it's just got kind of a classic feel. Even their lower end, less expensive product still has, window sills and
Yeah,
the 5 and a 4 inch baseboards that you're seeing, and better doors, that sort of thing.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and they don't go cheap on the countertops in this community like we've seen in some other
Yeah, I was
communities.
going to
You
ask because they do have the level 1 product that's out there, which is still a really
Yeah.
good product. And they have some cool floor plans as a level 1 product, but as you know, they need to make it affordable, so they kind of cut back on some of the expensive items. But in here, we're taking a look at the countertop. So this is a granite countertop. It has that kind of
Mhm.
cookie and cream speckle to it. It's not the best that we've ever seen, but it is a granite countertop.
And they carry it through to the bathrooms. So we've seen in some other neighborhoods where it was only in the kitchen and not in the bathrooms. It was a different countertop in the bathroom. Their level 1 product, we have somebody shopping that right now.
Hmm.
They're like, the price and the deal and the quality is so good, except for these stinking countertops. We got a number for someone to come in right away. They can have those replaced. I'm like, if you love the home, you love the lot,
Those are the bones. That's what
countertops
you
can
want.
be changed.
Sure,
But in this
100%.
home, it's going to be completely move-in ready, unless you just don't like the color or something like that. But granite throughout. Um, yeah, and you do have the covered lanais, everything with this builder.
Yeah, so pros and cons of going directly to the builder. One of them may be, and let me just kind of retract that there. You have one opportunity to swing your biggest and your best offer. This is something as a team that we know, right? Like you can't say, give me X, Y, and Z, and then they say no. And then you're like, well, let's give me B instead of Z. No, you have to swing. You have one time to swing your biggest and best offer. And then if they retract from that a little bit, we've gained some ground without adding some in there. So I would say make sure you have some representation. Could be your Aunt Susan. Would love for it to be us. Make sure you reach out to us here. Now, you have a preferred sales rep with this builder ready to go, right? So how has the experience been with that person so far?
So far, so good.
Love it.
So we are working a deal, which we'll do a video on. Hopefully, it'll go through and be a great experience. There's been a couple things where I've had to say, no, we're not doing that yet. We want
Yeah.
to do it this way. So
You see,
yeah,
you see how Crystal smiles when she just, she's like, we're not doing that yet. So, yeah, I mean, our preferred sales rep is somebody that we trust that can do the job for us because the luck of the draw is not the direction that we do want to go. Crystal's working with somebody right now that's doing an excellent job. So,
yeah, and the builders have their methods. They have their methods of how they want to submit things and do things, and we have our method. And sometimes we have to kind of push to, this is the order we want to do things in. This is how we want it done. So
the deal that we're working on right now with our buyer, with the same builder, different product. Builders paying all of our fees, so it's costing our clients $0 for our services.
correct.
Cool.
Correct.
Very nice. Would love to know where everybody's watching from. If you can't be here for your tours or your closings or your walks, all of those things, this is the service that we do offer on top of everything else. We'll send you personalized videos to make sure that you can fully see your home and not just listen. I got a video this morning from a different builder's rep. It wasn't this builder, a different rep. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic, right? So we're doing a live at 5 every week. We do a live at 5, and builders are submitting me their best deals that they have. And he sent me something that was like, how can somebody I can't even see the layout of the home, let alone what it looks like on the outside of it. It was, yeah. So we want to make sure that you can fully see the home, go through all of your walkthroughs, your inspections, and bring it to your home for you.
Yeah, I've had where the sales reps, want to be helpful. They're like, I'll do that for you. I'll go capture a video for them and they send it to me, and I'm like,
Bless your heart.
I cannot send this to my client. I have to go do this myself. It's just a shaky, fast mess, and I'm going to make sure that you guys can see everything that you need to see.
Which you've become a freaking pro. We might need to stick a camera in your hand because look how smooth this is. You saw the drone shot, somebody flying across on the lake. Good stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, that was one of those days where I did my first video and realized I didn't hit record, so I'm not always the best. Thank God I had an extra battery. So
how many other homes do they have available out here?
So right now there's at least 2 of this floor plan, and there's 10 to 15 on the list that are either available or coming available. They have 5 or 6 different floor plans out here.
Very nice. So hey, I would say our offer that we've put together will apply to all of these homes in different ways, but I would say probably north of $50,000 is something off of just deals and stuff that we would submit for this home using our strategy. So make sure you reach out to us. Anything else before we hop off? Oh, well, let's take a look at this bathroom.
Well, right now there's a lot we can do this time of year. Fall has been a little bit slower for people, and it's a great time to buy. It's a great time to put in an offer. And they're also offering low interest rates right now. Not necessarily the lowest we've seen, but still lower than some of the other builders. They're offering 4.99% FHA, VA. They're throwing flex cash out there that you can use to bring down the price or use towards closing costs. We're going to make sure you get all those appliances and blinds and garage door openers, because don't assume that that's included. It's not always included. And that 4.99%, surprisingly, you can get on a conventional loan with them right now on a 7/6 ARM. So that means that stays fixed for 7 years, and you can refinance easily within 7 years if rates go lower. But then after 7 years, it's going to adjust every 6 months to go back to what that current market rate is. So you'd probably want to refinance by then anyways. So.
100%. Yeah, you definitely want to refinance. But I mean, the direction that we're going in right now, rates are starting to come down. I have to say, I mean, it's kind of the perfect storm, right? So rates are starting to come down a little bit. We're seeing less incentive from some of the builders, We're seeing a slowdown just because it's kind of the end of the year, right? People are getting ready to do Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And so builders have inventory. We have some buyers that are still, like, at least a few of them that are calling us to help them out. And so I think it's the perfect time to take advantage of sitting inventory. This is the market that we want to be in, 100%.
Yeah, because you do a market rate, with that conventional, you're at about 6.5%, sometimes 7 right now, depending on your situation. So that's, I think, 4.9 on conventional is a great, really great.
All in all, here's my grade on this community here. Okay, out of 10,
Okay.
I'm going to give it an 8.9. 8.9
Okay.
proximity. You have great proximity to many things. This is not cookie cutter feeling. There's multiple builders, even custom homes in here. You're squished between two. Man, I probably should give it a 9. Let me just give it a 9. You're squished between two lakes, and it's a gated community. Like, it just
You got to
checks
use your
so
Polk
many.
County scale.
Polk County is a 10, P, but it's a 10. But definitely a 9. And would you say kind of underrated community for people that are looking for proximity to these areas? Like, I don't even think people are really looking for this community. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I do think it's kind of hidden. It's been kind of on that, outside of Auburndale where there, like you said, there wasn't shopping and everything nearby, but now there is. And sometimes this builder, they may be surprised coming into this community if they've seen them in other communities of the product that they could get here. So
Yeah,
I know I was
100%. So
pleasantly surprised. I really like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's no CDD. I mean, we just got to add more to it, right? Like, if there was ever a 10 community out there, like, what would that look like if we don't give this something that's a high number? Low HOA with pool, no CDD,
I would
mixture of
say
homes, gated.
a real 10 would be you have no rear neighbors anywhere. If
Well,
they
the
could
lot,
do
yeah, I
the
gotcha.
designs like that, if the whole community was like that, where everybody has
Sure.
some beautiful view in the back, I
Mm-hmm.
think that would be the next level up for developers around here. We've
9
seen
is a
that
good
in a
one.
couple communities in Polk County, but yeah.
9 is a good. What do you give it out of 10?
Yeah, I like the 8.5, 9 scale there. I'm there
Okay.
with you because I know Polk County pretty well, and I was shopping with people this weekend, and there was things they wanted to go see, and I'd already kind of, oh, that's probably not a good idea, not the best place to go. And then I was like, I can't do that to everything, or they're going to think I'm just trying to knock these bottom ones off the list.
Sure.
So we went and
Sure.
saw some of the ones I knew would be bottom ones, and they
Sure.
were
You
like, oh
got to show
God,
them.
you were right, you were right. Yeah, I'm like,
Listen,
I just know this area.
prices are priced for reasons.
Right.
If not, then everything would be great and affordable out there. But yeah, I mean, I would say 9 is a really good scale for 9 is a good number for this community. I think it checks. Give me a few reasons why this is a 9 to you, and then we'll hop off.
I love that you have the private lake access. It's not, something that's on the chain of lakes where there's a huge public boat ramp right down the road. I mean, for me personally, that's something I look for because I like to do what these people are doing right there in the video, and I don't like a bunch of people out there in my way. The amenities, the fitness center, the style of the homes
Yeah.
and just the way it feels driving through there. I don't know if you saw the entrance in front of the amenity center, like the palm tree lined
Yeah.
entrances and gates. Like some people really want a gated community, and we see a lot of communities, but very rarely do they stick a gate on there anymore.
Yeah,
So
if they do, they charge
I
you
know,
out the butt to maintain it, so they say.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay,
yep.
if you have made it this far, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next one.